They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Wilson. He's got Hooper on the out route. Only able to gain a couple there, and now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play? And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Room here to run. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Cook.
will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, it's Cook, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
49,
Now Wilson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The slot man in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go play action with Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Allen now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On play action, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first and 10. It's Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Thomas, the man in motion left. On first down, Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on third down.
He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Beatty, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Hooper.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff running through the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The kick by Bass is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
possibly
here? Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. try to run it in. It's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 36. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands. This and this will win.